all waiting, Alyssa. Turn it on.
I turned it on.
Are we on?
Yes.
Give me the go.
I gave you
Are we,
the go.
are we like live right now?
Says so.
Sure.
What's
Is
that?
the world there?
I'm waiting to see if the world comes on. There's one.
Hey everybody. Welcome to Incredible Tiny Homes, and thanks for viewing in tonight. We got a big show tonight. We got a workshop going on. We've only got one house going on at one time, but it's really cool. They have done awesome. Rebecca, her two friends from South Carolina. I'm in the dorm room. This is where they stay. This is where I'm sitting on the dude's bed right here. And guys and girls in here, they wanted to all bunk in here. Of course, they got a bathroom for privacy. But this is in Incredible Tiny Homes. I don't know why we don't go viral. My God, who else is doing this in the United States of America? Who else is having a workshop like this, having people live here, building a house for, God, half or a third of what everybody else in the United States, and you're going to see the quality, you're going to listen to the testimonies. I don't know what else to do to show you guys, to show the world what is going on with tiny homes. If you want a tiny home for a better price, this is where you go, Incredible Tiny Homes. You know, thank you so much for everybody who's been sending in. I've been learning that there's, people that watch, and I thank you so much. People in, I think, British Columbia and Canada and Australia and all around the United States, which I just appreciate so much. So I take it really serious, and I want to show you the things that I think will help in this industry, help you, entertain you a little bit, if I can, out of my foolishness. And hopefully we'll all learn something, right? Learn something about maybe life, about ourselves, about building. It's about everything. This whole, to me, I have an opportunity to be on here to share with you all things about what I think about life, if you don't like it or not, But I get to say it, and you can turn me off. But I really appreciate it. I love people. I love being able to, I'm fortunate to be in this industry. I'm fortunate to be working and having fun. All this come from nothing. I want to tell everybody out there that less than 2 years ago, I was by myself working in the backyard with salvaged lumber with two tools, power tools that were loaned to me. All right? And I love the challenge. It was awesome to take a challenge. But for some reason in my mind, I knew this is where I wanted to be. And I've got even more and more and more stuff that I know. It's just fun. It's just what an opportunity. I always tell everybody, I feel like I love surfing. And I want to get time to surf, and that time is coming, and I have passed. But I feel like there's a tsunami, there's a massive wave, and that's the tiny home revolution that's hitting. And I feel like I'm paddling, and I'm catching that thing, and I'm getting ready. And I'm not really doing anything. It's the movement. It's the energy that I'm just jumping on. So thanks for tuning in. Tonight, this is what we got. We got a spray foam manufacturer here. He does our spray foam. He's here to answer any of your questions. So if you have any questions, get ready. Call your friends, call anybody. If you got any questions about foam, hey, is it allergic? Is it chemical? Does the fumes give off? VOCs, whatever you think about it. I had a lady said, hey, what about hot weather in Arizona? They heard that the smell comes off of it and it deteriorates. What about UV rays? Whatever you guys want to know about spray foam, the man's here tonight, okay? Also, we're going to be introducing to the homeowner who's been building a home here. And also, we got a Kiwi here. Kiwi is a gentleman that's from New Zealand by way of Australia, by way of Vancouver, and I think his wife might be tuning in. She's probably still working up in Vancouver, but she'll see it later. And his name is Chris. His nickname is Kiwi. He just came in here today, flew all the way from Vancouver to be a part of Incredible Tiny Homes to volunteer, and he wants to take his knowledge that he learns here and go to Australia and build him a little house to stay in Australia for him and some friends. Love to have that. That's fine. We want to help people. And in that process, we all are going to be blessed by it. Financially, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all that stuff. You got to have every bit of it. And I feel inside, you follow a dream, and don't worry about the necessities of life, because they'll come. And I think that's been proven in my life, that if you follow what you love, the money will follow. The things that you need to live will follow, and also thank you to, and I'm terrible with names, but a lady sent me a quote, that somebody who always thinks about money, are those that have never faced death or loss, because Because when you face death and loss, you realize that money is not the core of happiness. Money's not. My core is having a dream, is having a reason to get out of bed and do something for a living, all right? And now, look, I got some great people around me. Lisa doesn't like me. She's behind the camera tonight. She hates me, but that's okay. I love her. She hates me. But it's awesome to have all these people. I mean, I had a guy from Vancouver come down to see us and want to hang out. We had the neighbors that live over here. We called her and she said, hey, can you cook us some supper tonight? Chef David, he couldn't get this week. So we've been having relatives and neighbors bringing home-cooked dish, peach cobbler, fried chicken, baked ham, macaroni and cheese, green beans. Brought it all over here as a home-cooked meal for our guests. That's what we got in Incredible Tiny Homes. That's what we give. We give love, we give attention, and we give, no matter what you bring here, we're gonna give it back in a good measure and enjoy it. I'm done talking. We're working on our certification, okay? I know I'm done talking, I keep talking. We're working on our certification. My buddy Todd Quattro out of Detroit, he's the part of that. His name is Quattro Construction. You want to call him, text him, he's awesome, but him and I are working in conjunction of getting that process. We almost got it down. Investors are calling me, communities are calling me, our environmental attorney. I've been so busy this week, I haven't even had time to call him. Things are popping. We've got 3 and 4 homes leaving out this week. We got 1 being delivered Sunday, 1 leaving out Monday, going to Seattle. We got the workshop leaving Sunday, and we got 4 more coming in, and 2 more need to be built. So I'm excited about it. It's going exactly the way I planned, and it's just really mind blowing. It's great. Let's go. Come on, let's go meet our Kiwi.
That the size would need to be, and then in addition to that, if you want to know the trailer
All right, should we be really
size,
loud outside because everybody's still working? Oh, there he is. Look, he hid behind a corner.
That's why.
There he is. What's up, sir? I was wondering if your wife would be watching. She's probably still working, isn't she?
She's working, but she'll be watching.
This is Kiwi Chris, right?
Yes, it is.
And he's from British Columbia by way of New Zealand, by way of
Australia,
Moscow, all the way around the world. Why are you here?
We're quick.
I'm here.
We have a big crew, and
And what intrigues you about coming here?
longer than 3 or 4
Just
weeks.
the way you build them
Depending
and
on, if
how
we've got
you're not ripping
ahead of us
people
or not,
off.
but
And
usually
just
we clip
Chris, and I needed to come and help you.
And you're going back
I'm
to
going to
Australia.
go down to Australia, and I'm going to try and build one, and just going to learn how to do it, and then see who else I can help.
Yeah.
Just the same way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because they just had a big, what you said, typhoon or something, right?
Yeah.
It was a cyclone.
Cyclone.
Yeah. Cyclone went through. Yeah. Went through in just south of Townsville, up northern Queensland.
Okay.
Right. And they're going to need tiny
Townsville.
homes, I'm sure.
That sounds great. I'll be in
No,
touch.
if they had tiny
Thanks for
homes, they
calling.
could just move them out of the way, and then they could move them back again.
Right. Now, what's the problem down there? What is the government opposed to that?
No,
Or-
I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, they're running into the same thing that everybody else is. What are the? I don't know whether they think they've got to regulate it or whether they are or they're not. And I just know that neighbors complain about something that's different, and then all of a sudden you get the council guy and comes over and says, "Well, we can't have that there because we've never seen one here like that before or anything like that."
So there might be not a law against it. Sometimes it's just that he doesn't want it there and it doesn't be there, and then you've got to fight it or challenge it, right?
Yeah. There was an instance in Vancouver, the same thing with an RV in somebody's backyard. They said, well, the neighbor complained, and I found out that it was the fact that they couldn't make them move it because it was there. They made them move because a bylaw that was on the books probably 50 years ago was anything over 16 feet. Well, that 16 feet was the old type of caravan or RV. Now, now they're 30, 40 feet long.
Right.
Because the vehicles, they can tow them now.
Right.
It's not a problem now.
But what we're finding is a lot of the inspectors and county inspectors and regulators, it's more of an ego thing for them. They don't even go by the law. They just don't want it, don't want to fool with it, because they have an ego that they think they want to put on somebody else. So, and people are just totally scared. They back off. They know you can't have it done, and without even looking into it. And that's what I want to do, is encourage people to challenge the government, challenge the inspectors, and say, why can't I do this? You know? And I think that's what you're doing. Is you're saying,
I think they get a power trip.
yeah, that's what I'm.
And what happens is, if you explain to them, it's like you say to them, well, what's the bylaw? Because it's not the laws, but they're bylaws. And the bylaws, they tell me the bylaw. When I phoned up the city guy, on that particular instance, I said to him, well, what's the bylaw? Well, there's a bylaw. There's no bylaw. You can't sit it on the side of the road and live in it on the side of the road up your neighborhood,
Right.
which is fine. But if it's on private property, so what's the bylaw? Read the bylaw to me. And finally, he said, well, the bylaw says it must be in the rear of the house and it can't be over 16 feet. And so, everybody gets the impression, well, you can't have it there whatsoever. They don't tell them about the 16-foot rule.
Right.
They tell them you can't have it.
Well, that's where you can challenge and get a variance too.
Exactly.
Right.
But I do know that it was challenged in Brisbane, and they won. The couple that had a tiny, they won that with the council. They came. Oh yeah, they came, and then they said, they said, well, we can pack it up, and we can pack the deck up and everything. And all they needed was 4 hours, and they could move. Totally.
So they had to prove that they could move?
No, but they showed on video that they could do it, and time-lapse video, and then they said, well, there's nothing we could do. It was out, and you didn't even know it was there. It was back in a garden with trees and everything. So
it had to stay prove that it was portable. Is that okay, I got
that
it.
you could that it wasn't fixed.
Right.
It wasn't fixed to the land.
You got it.
And so because it affects, and they were totally off grid.
Okay.
They weren't even
hooked to anything.
It wasn't even hooked to the power or anything.
Right.
They were totally off grid. They had everything off grid. And there's actually, it's on. I'm not sure. It's on YouTube. It was on YouTube because it actually made the newspapers.
Well, we have people in Australia that watch us, and I mean, if they didn't know about it, maybe from hearing this story, that'll help them, in their quest,
Yeah, there's a few now. I know there's a guy's put stuff on where he built his own trailer, or got a trailer and that, and you can see, and they do it a little bit differently. They I mean, of course, they build everything differently, but
they wiring and different things.
But I don't think they go into code. They don't get inspectors. They're not doing any of that stuff right now. So I'm not sure where that's going to come into it. But it's that, like I say, if you could get inspections done. And you could get all that done, I don't think there'd be a problem. That's, I mean, I think they're afraid of new things. I think.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming by.
But you know what? If we were to bring your own timber, if I was to say, if I had enough timber and I was to supply you the wood and timber, you could just build me a tiny
Papua New Guinea's full of timber. That's where we need to go. Papua New Guinea.
No, wait a minute. But you'd build me a house, a tiny home, if I had the timber here. Wouldn't you?
In a heartbeat.
Okay, well, I've got the timber here.
You got it in that bag?
I got my timber.
He's got enough timber in that bag to build a tiny house.
No, I got one to build a house and a little chapel for you.
Look here. With the cigars?
Oh, you look. This is a little
chapel.
Stop This is a little chapel.
Look here.
With Tennessee, and you can build that for me. But here's the little tiny house here.
Oh my
And it's got incredible tiny homes on it. You see?
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. And the guy who invented this did this for me in Vancouver, in Surrey, British Columbia. He did that.
Oh my God! It says incredible tiny homes, and that one says Tennessee.
And I want to see you do it in 6 days.
Boy, that's gonna be a challenge.
I think it will be.
I mean, the wiring and plumbing's what's going to be tough.
That'll be really tough. You're going to really have to have a delicate little touch for that one.
Thank you very much.
So I'm down there just helping you. That's all.
Oh, you did great. Thank you very much. That's a cool gift.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll have to have the high school boys help me on that.
You'll need more than the high school boys. Kindergarten can help you with that one.
Exactly. We're going to go talk to my spray foam guy.
Okay, I'm going to go out. I'm not going out and have a.
Oh, God. Don't say it to his wife. Come over here, Lissa. Workshop still is a disaster, okay? Tony and Bet is over here. I'm gonna walk through that before the show's over. We're laying tile tonight for their bathroom. When we do the delivery, I'm gonna probably video it, put it on YouTube so you can see the home, and then we'll go back after it's decorated because they live locally in the lake. Listen, this is following my every move. We got the workshop, so it is crazy. We work till the end of the day and go home. That's what we do. And then go. So we don't stop 30 minutes and, oh, let's lounge around and clean up, which we should, but we don't because we have so much to do. So this right here, Sarah Bowen is going to Seattle. So it's got to be done by Monday. Get out of here. We can paint it, stain it, everything. This is Brian Mullins. He's with Mullins Insulation out of Bristol, or Kingsport, Tennessee. I'm going to tell you boys to take a break, and we'll go inside. And if you got any questions about your spray foam, in a couple minutes, bring them up, okay? Hang on, let me help you there, buddy. Is it binding? Yeah, not going in yet. Here you are. Looks good. Man, you did a good job. Clean her up just a little bit. We're going to do a little interview in here with the spray foam guy. You guys can stay in here. Let's turn that radio down a little bit. I'm going to give that here. Come on in, Brian. Let me get this here. Brian is with Mullins Insulation. We'll get right here to where we can see this. And can you see good still? And his family owns the insulation company where we get all our spray foam. So Brian's here tonight to show us the foam. I think if we could start off on what we do with our homes and our value and just some things about our homes.
As for these homes, there's a number of different ways you can insulate a tiny home. But the way Incredible Tiny Homes insulates theirs, and the absolute best way to insulate a tiny home, is closed cell spray foam insulation. And that's the stuff. It's very dense, has an R value of 7 per inch, has a vapor barrier at 1.5 inches thick. So, we're setting it up really tight. Spray foam, one of the main benefits is that it's a complete air barrier. So when it's sprayed in, it's not just insulating, but it's stopping drafts and air leakage moving through the insulation. Another big benefit to closed cell spray foam is the structure, adds a lot of structural integrity to the building. So it's effectively sealing the entire thing up, but it's super gluing it together. So makes the building extra strong. And those are a few qualities that traditional insulation products don't have. They're not going to seal things up. They're not air seals, but they are good insulating products. But spray foam insulator, air seal, vapor barrier, and adds to structural integrity all in one product. So in my opinion, it's a no-brainer, and they made a great decision in installing closed cell foam in most of these homes.
Now, what would be the difference in open and closed? So there's an open and closed. Why did not we go with the open?
So open, it's softer, fluffier. You can stick your finger through it. Open cell foam is a very good product in southern climates. It's good, south, all the way up through the middle of the United States, climate zones 1 through 4. If you get into northern climates, 5, 6, 7, 8, you have to have closed cell foam in those climates. You have to have the vapor barrier to manage moisture. So it makes sense to spray closed cell foam in all of these homes. One, you pack more R value per inch, so they're better insulated with closed cell as opposed to open cell. But then also you can take this home and you can send it anywhere in the United States, and it's going to be well insulated. Whether you're in a northern climate or you're in a southern climate, it's going to be very well insulated.
Good. And then, like, around all the plugs, I know in a home that we do the fiberglass, you can always feel cold air blowing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we don't get that now with these.
Yeah, so you're getting the spray foam is going to come in behind there. It expands roughly 40 times its liquid state. So it's applied in as a liquid. It grows and expands. It fills every little crack and crevice, and that's big behind these outlets because.
Well, listen, if anybody has a question, just interrupt us.
Okay.
You got a couple?
I got 3. How much weight does it add compared to other insulations?
Yeah, closed cell foam is also called 2-pound foam. So it weighs 2 pounds per cubic foot. So it is heavier, it is more dense, but it's 4 times heavier than open cell foam. But that being said, it's not that heavy.
So a cubic foot is not a square foot.
No.
A cubic foot is a foot like an ice cube square.
Yeah.
Okay. So out of that, you're probably looking at a foot.
Right.
So we can
then divide it into 6.
And we can go down here 6 foot.
Yep.
A foot wide.
Yep.
Would be 2 pounds.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah. You have to do some math to figure out how much it actually adds, but it is heavier, but it's not unreasonably heavy by any means.
Got another question?
Is it toxic or environmentally safe?
It is not toxic, so you can get online and you can read some horror stories about spray foam insulation and problems that people have with odor and a number of different issues. Those are issues caused by bad installation. That's not the spray foam's fault, it's the installer's fault. So it's very important that should you decide that you want spray foam insulation in your home or in your building, that you pick a qualified installer, someone that's been trained, someone that knows what they're doing, and not somebody that's going to spray something off ratio. So there's 2 parts to spray foam. It's a 2-component system. You have an A side and a B side. Those products are in 55-gallon drums. They meet at the tip of the gun, and it's important that they're sprayed at about a 1-to-1 ratio. So anything off ratio can be a bad product, but as long as it's sprayed at a 1-to-1 ratio, you're not going to have any problems.
How is it with mold if it gets wet?
Closed cell foam is a vapor barrier. It's gonna dry out. It's gonna stop moisture from moving through it in the first place. And then if it does get wet, case by case basis, it should dry.
I mean, this water is not going to absorb inside.
No. The water can't pass through it. So it's a complete vapor barrier at 1.5 inches. So you're not gonna have any problems with mold.
Okay. Any more?
Not at the moment.
They're coming. Well, while she's doing that, what's the R value compared to the R value? Like everybody asks me, well, how does that? What's the R value? Well, it's not apples for apples, is it?
Yeah, so it's 7 per inch. Your point of diminishing returns of spray foam insulation somewhere in the R25 range. So
the R what?
25 range.
No, what did you say that?
The point of diminishing returns. So you want to achieve somewhere R20 and above in the ceiling application. Walls, code in walls, in most climate zones, not all climate zones, you get up north and you have to have a little bit more foam, is an R13 to an R19, kind of depending on your building code region. But with spray foam, we like to hit in the ceiling application, anything above an R20 we feel comfortable with, and R14 to R21 in the walls, depending on where it's going.
But because of the air filtration is so much better than that, it doesn't do the R value any different, but it's better insulated because it doesn't have the air coming through, right?
That's right.
And that's what's hard to figure in the R value when someone says compare me to R value.
Yeah, so we say a lot of times just think of a cooler that you get at a grocery store, a styrofoam cooler. You put a bag of ice in that cooler and you seal it up. It's going to keep that ice cold. It's not because there has super high R value that the ice is staying frozen inside that cooler. It's because it's an air barrier and it's not letting heat transfer through it. And so fiberglass, it's good R value, but it's not going to stop the air from passing through it. Closed cell foam, open cell foam will too. That's sort of how the science works with it.
Right. Right.
And so another thing to touch on the closed cell foam, we spray Icynene spray foam products.
Icynene?
Icynene, yes. It's the brand, the manufacturer of the product that we spray. We have the means to bring in about anything you want to spray should a customer want something different than Icynene.
So that's the name of the foam stuff?
Yep. And they have this product's ProSeal LE is a low exotherm foam. So you used to have a 24-hour reoccupancy period. You spray foam in the structure. You have to wait 24 hours before you come back in and reoccupy the structure because of the off-gassing. But so this latest product that we have out now, we achieve the proper ventilation. re-entry is 1 hour after. And so we're done spraying. We're in here scraping studs. We're cleaning up. We're sweeping up. By the time we're out of here, it's safe to come in here and work. So that's another reason we really like IC, is that quick reoccupancy, and that's not the case with a lot of other products on the market.
And so when it closes up, you don't have to worry about any other toxics coming off. Once it's hard, done.
Well, it needs a little bit of time to off gas, but that's
Right.
just an hour or two. If we're ventilating properly,
But after that-
and everything, yeah, it's fine. No, once it's set and it's cured, we're spraying it the right way, at the right ratios. You're not going to have any issues. There's 0 issues.
So if I'm allergic to isoniazid or something, whatever, I don't know. I mean, that's not going to come off while I'm in here, is it?
No, if you have sensitivity to certain chemicals, and that's very, very rare. We've not encountered that. You can read stuff online. People do have some sensitivities to those.
Sure.
But the common person is
Right.
it's not an issue.
And they just need to research what's inside that to be allergic to it. So living in this all cooped up in the winter, up north, with a wood stove, I don't have to worry about breathing in this stuff to make me
Absolutely not.
toxic.
Absolutely not. No, and that's again, it goes back to being installed properly. If you have somebody that doesn't know what they're doing, they're not installing it at a 1:1 ratio, they're not heating the chemical to the proper temperatures and taking the precautionary steps.
Yeah.
You're going to have some issues. But we're well trained. Josh, Terry, Tim, Elmo, 4 guys that we have spraying for us, come
Yeah.
down here and take care of it.
Yeah, they do a good job.
Yeah, they're well trained. They know what they're doing. They're really good at what they do.
And their rigs are massive. They come with big trucks, they got generators, they got hoses, and it's really impressive.
Yeah, it's a big setup. It's a big setup, but they do a really good job for us, and we're thankful.
I mean, people have asked me, why don't you just spray foam yourself? Spray foam yourself and save that. I just don't want I don't want that hack to wear. I want to build tiny homes. I would rather leave that to a professional. You guys spray the homes, and we'll just keep going on.
Yeah, we can come out and we can knock out up to probably about 5 of them in a day. We
Yeah.
can come out so that we can keep you on schedule.
Right. Now, if somebody said, hey, I'm green, I want to stay green, what's the recyclability of that? Or how does that affect it 50 years from now? Where's it going to go in landfills? And how does that work?
Yeah, it's not a green product in how it's the chemistry behind it's not necessarily green, but it's green in how it performs, and that low ozone depleting gases. It's very green in energy bills and keeping utility bills down. That's really how it performs.
Right.
I know IC manufactures a product that is called ProSeal Eco. It's made with some renewable resources. If you prefer to kind of go that route, so there's some other products on the market. But we highly recommend this product and how it performs.
Now, if the other products, they're just a tad, it's kind of like going to the gas station to get 10% ethanol in your gas, right?
Yeah, it's just a small fraction of the pie. One component of the 2-component system is made with renewable resources. So it's great in how it performs.
Right. Got you.
Okay. What happens if they have a bad spray? Can your company go in there and remove that foam, or do you have somebody else to contact?
I don't know that we'd feel comfortable doing that. It'd take that by case basis. I don't want to say a definite yes or no, but we'd probably try to avoid that.
Okay. And you've already answered that question.
So you can go back and look at them, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
I got this. How much does it cost compared to fiberglass insulation?
It's roughly 3 times the cost of fiberglass. Spray foam insulation is roughly 3 times the cost of fiberglass.
Okay. I mean, gosh, you think we're working
here.
We're working over here.
Yeah. You know what? A lady called, I know I mentioned it to you. She's in Arizona. So it's super hot. And she said down there they heard the spray foam was emitting some odors because it was breaking down because it was 120 degrees. And then you research that and look at what you come up with.
Yeah, so spray foam can be installed with anything as long as it's not in excess. It can be installed with custom as long as it's not in excess of 170. It can be around hot surfaces, hot temperatures. It's used in those applications all the time, every single day. If they're having odor issues, anything's tied to odors, a bad install, a problem with the installation, these manufacturers, they manufacture a good product, so it's most likely tied to the install.
What about fire resistant, or does it just poof go up, or how does that react to
If you hold a flame to it, it'll burn. You take the flame away, it stops burning. So it's not flammable. It will hold a flame if you sit there and hold a flame to it. It'll burn.
Like a piece of wood, right?
Yeah.
So can you get it with fire retardant in it, or you don't do that?
Well, the open cell spray foams have what's called an ignition barrier. There is a fire barrier paint that you can apply. That's generally when the spray foam is left exposed. So, yeah. So if you're covering it up, you're okay. But yeah, if the spray foam is going to be left exposed, a lot of times it's going to require a 15-minute foaming barrier. And it's just the paint. It's just painting it white or silver. Comes in a few different colors. The 22 wet mills is how it's applied.
Okay. Any other questions?
Nope.
Okay. One other thing I heard is these wires. Somebody said, hey, they're going to generate heat in here because your spray foam's covering all of them. And I had one guy say he was installing speaker wires and some AV, stuff and computers. He ran it through conduit because he said he heard it catch on fire.
Yeah, so the spray foam can touch anything as long as these wires aren't heating up to 170 degrees or higher. 170 degrees, yeah. So that's not an issue. We spray wires in and around wires all the time. It's not an issue.
Yeah, any kind of wire that go over it. Good. No other questions, huh? Well, I love this. I love what we do. The strength behind it is one thing that I like this, because we did a house that had 1x4s, right? And I didn't get it structurally designed, but it had 1x4s. Then we stripped it outside with 1x4s and put metal with no sheeting, and then we sprayed it. Oh my God, it went all to the corrugated steel when it formed to the steel, and outside you could hit it was solid.
Yeah.
And so it made that light structure super strong. I'm not a structural engineer, and now we're getting my buddy who is one, and we're going to do calculations on interesting designs where I think maybe this will come in a part that will help us build things that are kind of a little different,
And I think it's critical to use closed cell foam, and if we're moving these, it's not a traditional home. It's built and it's there for the life.
Right.
You might want to move a home and to know that it's super glued, and I know they're well built already, but to just sort of reinforce that, I think is big. And then also the R value that you're able to punch in a small bit of space to kind of save you headroom and save you space. And space is a premium, and it's in a tiny home. So
he's worked with us because we used to use 2x6s, or then we were 2x12s, then we went 2x6s, and then when we got a hold of Brian, we were going to put 3 inches in our ceiling, right? And then what we do is we can use a 2x4, which gives us that much more headroom, which everything counts in these guys. So we're able to maximize almost 52 inches of headroom because of spray foam. So it may cost more, but we get more space, more value, more efficiency, and more green, because he said it doesn't take that much money to heat and cool it. Regina, we did one, which you don't know Regina, she was at a workshop, she's in Florida. Been there since February, right? In an RV park. And hi Regina, if she's watching. And she said that her electricity bill
wasn't enough for her to get billed.
Yeah, wasn't enough to be billed.
That's not a surprise. That's how efficient.
Well, see, because I talked to the heat and air guy, and he said because you're spray foam, you don't need a high efficiency heat and air system, even in a hot or cold environment. Right. You can just use your regular heat and air because of this. So it really cuts down the costs everywhere. Right?
Yeah, there are trade-offs in a new construction. You don't have to have a ridge vent. You don't have to soffit vents. You can downsize your HVAC as you just kind of you spray foam your walls, you spray foam your ceiling, your roof deck. You don't have to have huge tonnage for HVAC. You can downgrade it, downsize it. So there are plenty of trade-offs.
Yeah, that brings the actual cost of it down. Yeah. Really, you think about it. Yeah. Now underneath we got a steel frame. So underneath there, people are talking about bridging of the cold air that comes through. What do you do for us underneath there?
Yeah, it's spraying 2 to 3 inches underneath too. You have more room to play with underneath. You don't have any kind of framing preventing us, or any kind of finish preventing us from spraying a little bit thicker. So we make sure everything's sealed up underneath. This closed cell spray foam too.
Do I need to like maybe spray that with a color or something like that. Will UV rays do something underneath the house?
Not underneath. If it's exposed to sun, UV will deplete it, and there are coatings that you can kind of spray over top of the foam,
Okay.
To help with that. But if it's underneath and it's not in direct contact with sunlight.
So indirect's fine? Really? Okay. Well, there you have it. One more about rodents. I know we got plywood on the floor. Rodent can't eat through our house. What about eating that foam or something that we got it under?
It doesn't provide sustenance to pests. I don't think anything wants to. They can shoot through it. They can gnaw through it. There's something on the other side that they might want. But they don't want it. They don't want it to come in here and chew and spray foam insulation. I don't think anybody does.
Yeah. No. Good. And I'm sure they got. I always tell everybody, if you don't want mice and you don't want critters, there's some deterrent things you can put around your house to keep you from coming around anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you, Rand.
That was good. I mean, any more questions anybody's got?
What is the cost of spray foam versus the SIPS panels?
SIP panels?
Yeah, them things.
Yeah, I don't know the square foot cost for SIPs. 2 inches of closed cell spray foam is going to cost you roughly $2 a square foot. It's $1 an inch, $1 a board foot. So 3 inches of closed cell spray foam costs you $3 a foot, somewhere in that ballpark. There's obviously some minimal fees to get to a job site and set up, so that may not always be the case, but a job of a decent size, $1 per inch of foam. And I don't know what SIPs cost. So.
I'm not sure either, and I've thought about SIPs. SIPs is expensive where everybody would be doing. The one thing I know about SIPs is that, when you order that, you've got your wiring, your plumbing, all these grooves are in your wire, and you've got to line them up, and it really limits your creativity. So many times you'll have people that love to come in and say, oh my God, I want to put this window there. Mm-hmm. So we're able just to put a window where we want, or make the loft bigger or something. In SIPs, you got to kind of plan that out and stick to your plan. Right. And I can build kind of with different materials. With SIPs, you got plywood or your OSBs on the outside, or you put your sheetrock or something on the inside. It's a good product. I think it was really good. I did a foam phenolic fiber home with styrofoam in the middle, and it was good, but it was a challenge, and I don't do them anymore. I can do them, but everybody loves a home with wood. They want wood on the inside, metal on the outside. You can add certain things, and that's why I really am not in favor with metal studs either. When they say it's a lot lighter, to me, a stud, I've talked to the manufacturer, a 2x4 12-footer, you may save a pound and a half in weight. We got 100 2x4s, we're going to save 200 pounds in the whole build, So it seems like the old-fashioned way of wood, and then your new technology with this is coming together. I think it really works out.
Yeah, it's really flexible. There's a million applications with spray foam, and we'll touch up with hand foam, great stuff that you see at Lowe's or Home Depot. You need to touch something up here or there. A lot of the same chemistries involved. And then make frost packs or little kit foams, propane tanks that you can kind of touch stuff on too. So there's a lot of flexibility with spray foam.
Yeah. Anybody else? We're all good.
All right. Good.
Thanks for coming out.
Sure.
I know it's a long drive for you, but man, this is going to go out. A lot of people will see this. And
I watch you every night, so I'm honored to be on. Every week, I should say. So
Thank you. If people watch this and they're going to go back when they get home or tonight throughout the week, and so I can refer them to the tape.
Yeah, a lot of our questions, a lot of these questions are addressed on our website, which is mullinscompany.com, and there's a blog, and you can, like I said, go through a lot of the questions you guys had tonight, and pick an article, read through it, and educate yourself, and they're all addressed there.
Yeah, and he's actually talked to customers that we referred you to, and he took time out to talk to customers, and so
yeah. Anybody has any questions, our phone number's on our website. Give us a call. I'm happy to answer those questions.
It's Mullins Company.
Yep, mullinscompany.com.
All right, buddy.
All right, thank you, Randy.
All right, man.
Bye.
See ya. How's it going, boys? You making enough noise?
Yeah.
God.
Oof.
Watch it, listen.
I'm trying.
I told him to be quiet. I want filming. I'm on nationwide.
And he's up there nailing.
All right. Let me help you here.
Yeah, you take that.
Look. Everybody get dizzy.
Thanks.
All right.
I can't imagine why.
Hear the compressor run.
Nope.
Go back out. Look at this bomb that went off. Oh, look here. I'm gonna look. Cody's running off. Hey, Rebecca, I'm gonna get you.
I'll give it to you.
Rebecca.
Oh, it's a little buzz.
Look at this. I love this stuff. This is that shiplap wood. This is not tongue and groove. It's shiplap. Let's see. Someone's talking to me. Right here. Can y'all see this? What it is, it's not a groove in here that's good. It's a flat surface, and it looks more, what do you think, like more?
Farmhouse style.
Farmhouse style.
But I don't know.
That's what I meant. See, right there. And I like it. I like it for a change. Now, you going to put that on the ceiling, or what do you
We
think?
haven't gotten that far.
Okay, all right.
Maybe.
How you feeling?
We're tired, but it's been fun, so I think
Day 3.
day 3. I mean, done a good bit, but we have a little bit more to go, so.
You guys got this whole wall done.
Yep.
The
this
end
is the
wall
last
done.
wall to do.
You got that wall. You only got one wall
We got
left.
one wall left.
Hey,
and
Cody.
we got work on
Hey,
the
hey, hey.
floors, and the super- There we go. There he is.
Cody's a hired hitman, man. He's a hired gun, man.
That's right.
Doing good.
Derwin's here somewhere. Where's he at?
They're watching your meeting.
Ah, okay.
He's a skilled carpenter. She brought a good dude. I wish he could stay with us. And,
Easily skilled. Don't let him lie to me. I know enough just to get into trouble.
shoot, you're doing great. And then she chose the spray foam, like we were just talking to the manufacturer over here. You see this plug? Look how it's all, like, no air can come back inside any of that right there. I mean, it's completely sealed up. Love the stuff.
And no air means no critters.
That's right. Yep.
Can't get in there.
In South Carolina, I mean, we're talking
A lot of critters.
Bugville.
Yes.
Yeah, sprayed underneath, walls, ceiling, you name it, it's in.
Our state word is mosquito.
Yeah.
That's true. Big one.
So how you feeling about being here? Every time?
We keep saying we can't believe we're doing this. Derwin and I keep saying we're really doing this, and it's just been awesome. Cody's been absolutely awesome, just keeping it rolling, and it's. I mean, a month ago, I didn't think I'd be doing this.
Yeah.
Just how fast it's all
Physically building.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been wanting a tiny home for a while.
Yeah.
Think it happened this fast. It's been great, and I love being able to pick out what I want to do and be right here. And you guys have been great. It's been wonderful.
Good. Good. And then you're going to live in this, right?
Yes.
And how's that working? Like you behind some of these.
My parents have 5 acres of land and then we in their back field.
Oh,
So
okay.
we already have a spot cleared in the back.
Hey, did you have to go to the county or city to get permission, or how does that work?
Not yet. No.
Okay, you're just going to do it.
Well, I've been living in the RV there, so
Yeah.
kind of swapping it out. So.
Yeah. In some places they just don't care, right?
Right. Well, I don't know that in my area that there's anything else like this yet.
Yeah.
So we shall see.
I know it. And you know what? And that's what everybody almost has to do in this, who's doing tiny homes, is you got to have a little bit of
There's
that,
no precedent for it.
right?
So you know.
You got to be kind of a little bit of a risk taker.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of a rebel, but in a good way.
Right.
You know, and you're really trying to save yourself some cost in life. You know.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So you don't have a house payment.
Exactly.
Nice.
And still comfortable.
Yeah. Right. And you're gonna have, this is a 10-foot loft.
12 foot
12
loft.
foot loft. So you
Have
got
a king
12
size
feet
bed up there.
all the way back here.
A 7x8 bathroom.
You're kidding me.
Mm-mm. No, I added on to the original design. We added about 6 feet total, but I put some of it in the bathroom and some in the living space.
Wow.
So we'll have a closet in there as well.
So we got your sink, your shower, tub shower,
It's putting this standing shower,
standing shower.
and then we actually have a little closet right here,
I got it.
and then a washer and dryer in the toilet.
Does the washer stackable?
It's the all-in-one.
All under the counter. And this is gonna be a big roomy bathroom. So you'll have a wardrobe closet under, is this gonna be a countertop across here?
No,
Be a
we'll
toilet.
just probably toilet right there, and then maybe a countertop on top of the washer dryer.
Right.
And it's storage. There'll be like a little storage.
Above it.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you get your storage there and your shower. Well, we'll come back towards the end of the week and film this thing. And,
All right.
so show everybody what we've done. So you got this one wall of ceiling.
Yeah.
That should be done tomorrow. That's Thursday, right?
Yep.
And we got Friday, Saturday, and we'll stay Sunday if we have to too, you know?
That's right.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Awesome.
We'll get it. Wood floors, and what we've done is my high school boys, they've turned into wood floor maniacs, man. You talking about laying some floor.
We'll turn them loose on
They
it.
come here at 3 o'clock, be done when they leave in the evening.
Good.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I know.
What we need.
Yeah, we'll take care of me. We'll, you know, kind of.
We'll borrow a few.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's all right.
All right, we'll leave you guys alone.
Thank you.
You get out here.
I got it.
Look here. Look,
Spencer. He's supervising.
That's not a real tiny home.
That's my kind of job.
Hey. Wave to everybody on TV.
Look at him. Say hi to your family.
They wore me out.
Yeah, look what he
He's the
does.
cutter. He handles the saw and all of the.
They haven't given me
or
anything to
cutting
cut, so
Oh, he tells us to cut.
I'm in the corner. I'm the cut man.
Cut man gets to sit. Look what he baked for us. They brought us a sink. And last night they built this little bench for us so our guys could be able to wash up for supper and stuff in here.
Remember us South Carolina crew.
That's right. Come on over here, everybody. You know what? If you got time, listen. You stop every time I watch your step. Hey, I'm going to show the tile going on. Let's go see how it's doing. If everybody wants, does everybody want to stay tuned?
Yes.
Gotta get boring. All right, we are expanding, of course, because we got. I'll let you know by next week all of our certification about our community over in Nashville that we got going, and it's not just that community. It's going to be a nationwide campaign, and within 6 months, I'm hoping to have all the paperwork, the legalities, and the government, just all that stuff worked out. So this is going to be a campaign that can spread across the United States really quick and be legal and be affordable for everybody. Hey man, photo shoot, buddy.
Right.
This is Bet and Tony's house, and this thing is going to be delivered to their home Sunday.
You mean clearing this stuff out?
Oh, you're good. No, man, we're just looking around here. This right here is going to go on the floor.
Okay.
That right there.
Go that way.
Oh, in the light.
Yeah, preferably.
Oh, there you go. Hey, you see it. Isn't that cool? That's going to be on the floor. I've never seen that before. He's good to go with it. So put that on the floor, and then we're going to put a board around the top. Right?
Whatever we got left, I'll
Yeah.
divide, make sure it's all,
Yeah.
however wide it's gotta be to make it go all the way around.
Right. And so I guess they fill that with mortar, and then it'll be something the skid won't slip inside there.
I didn't even look to see what color grout they got.
Oh, yeah, I didn't either. They got it
Sure,
here.
somewhat match, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they did, I didn't, yeah.
Probably be a tan or something color,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
I might wanna just go take a peek and make
Oh,
sure.
okay. This is their shower. Tony Bet. There's your shower. Isn't it not cool? Comes across. Here's your threshold here. So they wanted a shower that didn't need a door. So we brought this wall across here. The shower's gonna come in. We're good to go. All right, isn't this cool? That's their toilet area. Storage under here. This is gonna be their vanity. Tomorrow's gonna be totally looking different. Their vanity will go in here. It kind of goes in and out a little bit. So they brought their own vanity and sink and everything on that. They brought their own stuff, their own plumbing supplies. Kitchen sink's a big farm style sink. Stand up washer and dryer. Yeah, it's a little dark. We'll do a
That's
complete
okay.
video of this thing. Let me turn this around here.
Yeah.
Washer and dryer. And then here, watch your step, they can see that we built a closet. This closet, is it too dark?
No.
This closet right here is for Tony and Bet. This is just deep enough for their clothes to stick up. Yeah, come on in here.
Latte, that'll look good.
Yeah, there you go. Shoot, yeah. Yep, and then we got a barn door track, and Tom had a cool idea, because Tony's about 6 foot. This is 6'2" right here. So what we're gonna do is we got a track. We're gonna break that track and go over here, so the door will actually have a roller and a roller butt to it. Go back and forth, and we'll build the barn door. This will be leaving Sunday. Today's Wednesday. Delivered on the lake of Norris Lake in Tennessee. That's where it's going. There we go. You've seen it. What's your step, Lisa? You good?
Yeah.
all of the incredible tiny homes, we build them 8 foot, 9 foot, 10 foot, 11 foot, 12 foot wide, any width you want, any style you want. We build over 50 homes now, and every single one of them have been different. I'll beat anybody's price. Anybody's, hands down. I don't even have to try. They can't touch me. The reason is because I'm willing to make less money. Because eventually, I'm going to get to where I can build these efficiently and multiple times with the same quality and the same durability, with craftsmen building them, the guys that care about what they do. Because we're building an environment here where people want to come. If I don't just wreck it by losing my mind. But we're trying to build an environment that can be duplicated in other areas of the United States, of the world, so everybody can benefit, not just here at Incredible Tiny Homes. We'll build it so it can be hopefully manufactured better. All right? That's it for tonight. Thank you so much. Appreciate everything. Go to YouTube, put subscribe. We get 100,000 subscribers. A winner, I will pick out a name out of the 100,000, and I'll build a tiny house, it'll be 20 foot, and you get it for free. It's a marketing campaign. Yeah, marketing. I want everybody to look. Thank you. God bless you. Have a good night. I'll see you Friday night, 8 p.m.